Hey guys, it's me, Lindsay. I'm just going to go through my eyeshadow palettes today and show you my collection. So let's get started. Well, I have the Conspiracy palette. I feel really lucky that I have this palette because I know some people want it and they still don't have it. I love it. I have this You Can Be palette, and it's a dupe for the Huda Beauty palette, the new neutrals or the new nudes palette. I like it. I haven't used it that much. I just got it recently. And this is the Jawbreaker palette that you guys already know I have. I use this in like every video somehow. I love this palette so much. This is my newest palette from Makeup Revolution. I don't know what this palette is called. Let's see. The Chilled palette. So that's a really good one. I have this Sea Color Fairy Tale palette. It's a dupe for the Clover palette by Too Faced, and I really like the shades in it. It's really pretty, and I've only used this once. I've just got it recently too. And here is my OG Urban Decay Electric palette. I used to have this, and this was my first ever colorful palette I ever bought, so I love this so much. I don't know if I'll ever get rid of it. Even though it's so old, the shadow quality is not as good as it used to be. I just have like an emotional connection with this palette. This is the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette. This was my first Jeffree Star palette I ever bought, and I love it. The shimmers in here are amazing. The pigmentation is good. It's a very beautiful palette. This is the ColourPop She's a Rainbow palette. It's really pretty. I use this all the time. I love these glitters in here. It's so pretty. And yeah, I really like ColourPop's eyeshadow formula. I have the Pinky Rose Bright Lights palette. It is so beautiful. I use this shade Smash a lot, this green. I love it so much. Basically, you're probably seeing a theme here. Here's my other palette. This is the Color Fusion by Beauty Glaze palette. I got this from Amazon. It's another rainbow palette, but I really like it. And here's the Makeup Revolution Alexis Stone Instinct palette. It's another rainbow palette. I really like this one too. And here is the palette that goes along with it, the Alexis Stone Transformation palette. And the shades in here are just so beautiful. They're like duochrome shades. I'm trying to get them to all pick up. And you can put that on top of any of the shades in this palette. This is the Emily Edit, the Wants palette by Makeup Revolution. I love Emily Noel, so I had to get this palette to support her. I don't use it all that much just because it has a lot of neutrals and stuff like that, but I do really like this green shade and this green shade. The greens and the purples in here are really pretty. So yeah. This is the Fruit Pie Filling palette from You Can Be. This is from Amazon too. Oh, let me get it out. I've got it in this. This is a really pretty palette too. I got all these palettes here recently, a lot of them, except for my like Jeffree Star palettes and stuff like that. And my Urban Decay palette, the electric palette. And here is the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. It's another rainbow palette. I love rainbow palettes. I don't use this one as much as I should because the color payoff isn't as good as some palettes. And as you can see in some of these pans, I got hard pan right there in the shade C's and Calavera. And yeah, I just don't really use this one that much. And here are some palettes that the Anastasia Prism palette that I have no idea how to use this palette because the color story is so strange. I never know what look to make other than like, you know, your basic neutral look, but I never know how to use this shade right here. Let me get it to focus. This shade right here, this green called Sphere. I have no idea how to use that. So if anybody has this palette and uses it, like, let me know how you use this color, because I want to use this up, you know, I want to get some good use out of it, and I've had it for a little while. And then here's another palette I regret buying, the Carly Bible palette. It's just got a lot of neutrals, and I feel like, I don't know, I was hooked by this shade Mandala, or Mandala, however you say that word, and this shade Aura, and I was hooked by the shimmers, but yeah, I don't really reach for this that often either. And then I also have a few miniature palettes like this. This is the Blue Moon palette by ColourPop. This is what the outside looks like. And yeah, this is, oh, we've got a friend. This is the Blue Moon palette. It's really pretty. I really like this. I just got this. And then this is the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette I have. It's really pretty too. I like it a lot. And then of course I got my Naked Basics palette. This is it. I've used this so much. I'm surprised I'm not hitting pan on any of these shades, but I want to try to pan this soon and keep using it because it's an old one. This is the Maybelline Lemonade Craze palette. So let me get it open. This is my palette. Sorry, I know that's a little messy looking, but I really like this palette. It smells good. And yeah, I forget to use this palette a lot and it makes me sad. And then this is just like an old Physicians Formula palette, and it's good. It's not anything to write home about if it'll focus. So yeah. And yeah, guys, this is it. This is all my palettes. I know I don't have as many as some people, but to me I have a good medium amount. I have more than some people, and then I have less than others, and I'm always excited to get new palettes, but clearly my thing is colorful palettes, so whenever there's a colorful palette released, that's pretty much what I want. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much.